You know, a lot of insects crawl on the plants. I ensure that I wash my callaloo properly. Washing my callaloo properly, this is how I strip it. So I have my knife and I have my callaloo and I start to strip it. So I cut, strip. Great rise. Yeah man, welcome to the Herbalawes channel once more again. On the Herbalawes channel we grow traditional herbs for tea. Yeah man, and we also grow this leafy vegetable called callaloo, otherwise called amaranth. Now when you're referring to callaloo, yeah, is either one is talking this, yeah, before it's harvest, or when it's cooked down in a stew like form, yeah, it's called callaloo. Now in Jamaica, traditionally people add like saltfish to it, yeah, but for the Rastaman, which the same plant the Rastaman call Ilaloo. Now calling it Ilaloo doesn't mean that it's a different plant from the one that they call callaloo, but culturally Rastas create their own words to the same things you may call it, yeah, but in another form, mostly using high and I, yeah. So this is the same callaloo, yeah. Callaloo, yeah man, is a staple vegetable in the Caribbean or in Jamaica. Now in Trinidad, when they are referring to callaloo, they are referring actually to a dish which may be in a soup form or cooked down with like dasheen and okras and things like that. Now in Jamaica, we either cook callaloo with saltfish, or sometime when you are doing a steam fish, you cut up the callaloo and put in between it, yeah. But in Trinidad, this when they are referring to callaloo, they are referring to a dish. In Jamaica, we refer to the plant as callaloo, and also a dish maybe with callaloo and banana, yeah. I was reading on Google, yeah, and it says callaloo in Trinidad, beloved versatile dish, often served as a side or even as a soup. It's a staple in Trinidad and Tobago cuisine, traditionally featuring dasheen, bush taro leaves cooked with coconut milk, okras, and seasoning. It can be enjoyed on its own or as a part of a larger meal, often with rice, macaroni pie, or dumplings. Yeah, yeah, so callaloo, yeah, amaranth is a staple dish in Trinidad and Tobago. And if you realize they use the word beloved, now the word beloved, yeah, is referring to the love for the plant or the love for the dish, yeah. But in their cuisine, they stew it down or cook it down with different things. Now in the Herbalawes culture, and I know other people in Jamaica may do it that way, but my callaloo is either I eat it same way or I have it with some ackee. Yeah man, so my dish is ackee and callaloo. But the Trini Callaloo recipe, yeah, is that they stew it down, you know, whether it serve as a side or even as a soup. Yeah. Now, the same Callaloo plant, there are times, even in Jamaica here, people doing a dish. Yeah, say a steamed fish, they would cut up the Callaloo and put it inside the fish and steam it inside there. Yeah, man. So that's a way how people use Callaloo. People even juice Callaloo in a green juice. Yeah. So, yeah. And Callaloo is a popular Caribbean dish. Yeah. As I said, yeah, the Rastaman call it Ilaloo. Callaloo is packed with vitamins, iron, and fiber. Yeah, man. Great Callaloo. Now, some time ago, I posted a, a, a photo or a picture with a bundle of Callaloo in my community post, and I got a comment from one of our, roots family, one of our extended family. Now, she asks, bless up Anna. She said, greetings Herbalawes, or how are you doing? What are these greens called in Jamaica? It looks like veggies we have in Suriname called bitter riri. That's Bitawiiri. Yeah, bitter leaves. Yeah. Thanks for sharing your green adventure. Stay blessed. Now, when I Google that plant, bitter riri, yeah, it actually looks similar. Yeah. So, yeah. So, different cultures, see different things, or maybe the same plant, yeah, in a different way. Yeah, they may even cook it different. Yeah, may serve it different. Yeah, but I'm not sure if it's the same plant they call bitter riri. But based on the name bitter, maybe it's a different plant which is bitter. Yeah, but it's good when you can learn about different cultures and how they, how they do their cuisine, their dishes, how them do it. Yeah, man. But in Jamaica here, people would add saltfish to it. Yeah? Yeah? And maybe eat it with dumpling and banana. I think one of the staple meal in Jamaica is callaloo and banana. Yeah. Especially if someone is trying to add iron to their diet. Yeah, because it's rich in iron, vitamins, and fiber. Yeah, man. So, callaloo. Now I know I've done videos already demonstrating how to strip the callaloo. Now when I harvest the callaloo, yeah, I cut the callaloo so that it can continuously grow. Yeah. Now when I harvest the callaloo, because it's outside, I ensure that I wash the callaloo properly. So I ensure that I wash my callaloo properly. Yeah. I'm a person who even use salt to wash off my callaloo. Because thinking about you know, a lot of insects crawl on the plants, I ensure that I wash my callaloo properly. Yeah, so after washing my callaloo properly, this is how I strip it. So I have my knife and I have my callaloo and I start to strip it. So I cut, strip. Yeah? I cut again, strip. Cut again, strip. Cut again, strip. Cut again, strip. So, yeah. So why, I've never read any reasons why you strip callaloo. But based on growing up with our parents, and we see our parents strip the callaloo, and then when we go on our own and cooking callaloo and don't strip it, we realize that while having the callaloo, you maybe, when you're eating it, you feel some strands of thing left in the callaloo. So now you are saying, oh, that's the reason why my mom stripped the callaloo. So yes, that's the reason why you strip the callaloo. So show again, you cut, you maybe go at the edge and strip. Yeah? So you see, after I strip that part, oh, you don't find much strands anymore. Yeah? Because the strand is mostly at the bottom where you cut. Going closer to the leaves are much softer and there's not. Yeah, there's not much strand. Yeah, so that's a small demonstration. Yeah, to callaloo. Yeah, get a thumbnail. Yeah man, so thanks for tuning in to the Herbalawes channel. Yeah man, and then we say callaloo is a staple vegetable. Yeah, is a staple vegetable in Jamaica. Now when we are referring to callaloo, we refer to the plant itself. Yeah, we refer also to a callaloo meal, maybe with banana and callaloo. I also say that people add saltfish to callaloo. People cut up callaloo in a steamed fish. Now in Trinidad, when they are referring to their beloved callaloo, they may be referring to a soup or a stew with okra, dasheen, and something like taro leaf, something like that. Yeah, now I said a friend of mine or mom is from Suriname. Yeah, they may refer to this same plant or something similar to this as bitteriri. Yeah? Now, if you are watching this video and referring to callaloo is in a different way, if your culture is different, share it with us. Yeah? Share it with us. Callaloo can also be used in a nice juice, a nice green juice with other vegetables and maybe fruits with it. Yeah? Yeah. So, callaloo. Yeah. In my world now, I love my callaloo with ackee. Yeah. Yeah. The Rasta culture, they call the same callaloo Ilaloo. Now I'm saying that Rastas refers to maybe the same things that you call a particular name by using high, which maybe you have heard high and high. Now high can refer to the creator. Yeah, high lalo. So instead of you say Callaloo, the Rasta would say Ilaloo. Yeah. So the reference I is what is before the actual name. Because if somebody asks you, who are you? Maybe when you start you may say, I am so and so and so. So the I is before the name. Yeah. So that's where the reference I comes from. Yeah, and it's not only the Rasta culture use the term high, even the Indian culture. Yeah, they talk about the I first. Yeah, maybe some guru and stuff like that, they use it, and maybe in other cultures they use it. But the Rasta, Ilaloo, blessings.